is you cannot keep giving and tending to other people over and over and over again at the sacrifice of tending to yourself. You will give and give and give, put yourself on the back burner. You will take things that you need to tend to and immediately put those away. You will go and serve other people in their need. And yes, that is so what we are called to do. But if you do not fill your cup, if you do not tend to you, and all you're doing is pouring out and pouring out and pouring out, and you're just pouring out and pouring out, then eventually at some point you will find yourself empty. You won't be able to give a good word. You won't be able to stand with someone. You won't be able to help somebody up. You won't be able to give that one word that kept someone going. You will find yourself empty. You will find yourself lifeless. You will find yourself in frustration, in anger, and in pain. And then you'll start to feel all these emotions of overwhelmness, of depression, or even feeling like things are stacking up on you. The whole world's against you because you are empty. Our heart is made to serve as many people as we can. Our heart and desire is to tend to every single person that we know is in our midst, in our life, and in our hearts. But sometimes we tend to people so good. We give the shirt off our back and the last dollar, or we take time that we need to be tended to ourselves, but we give to other because we want to be that good friend. We want to be that good daughter. We want to be that good wife or that good spouse, and we find ourselves empty. We find ourselves without. We find ourselves in a moment when we need. We find ourselves in a moment when we need to be filled up, completely empty. See, this is one of those sayings that I like in the business world where they're really teaching people how to, take one with you. Instead of turning and tending to someone, why not take someone with you? Because they know when you turn and you tend to someone and you stay focused over there, there are things that you are tending to that now become forsaken. And in our life, it may be our health, it may be our sleep, it may be even our finances that we give to that man that we love, or that sister that's in need, or man, we got to give to that loved one. But then we go and realize we've put ourselves in situations that now we can't even tend to our own life. So we got to come up with a way to be able to serve and help and be there while tending to yourself. It can't be one and then you don't tend to you. It can't be one at the forsakenness of yourself. See, I've said this many times over the last couple of months. You are an asset. See, you were made to be an offering to people. You were made to tend to people and take care of people. But how in the world can you be a doctor or a surgeon or be somebody that's there to help and gird up when you're empty? How can you? You need to give from the overflow. The reserve in what is in your cup is for you to drink. And if you know where you can have something pouring into you that is a well of life, that's giving you life and giving you what you need and nourishment, then you let that continue to pour in you. You continue to drink, and it will overflow and pour into the people around you that are in need. But I do not believe that we can survive mentally, emotionally, I'll say it spiritually, and to be our best and be strong when we are not tending to our own self. And I'm going to say this for some of the men and the women on this page, because boy, the coaching sessions that I'm having this month are intense. And if you find that you are, and here's number two, that's number one, you cannot keep giving over and over and over and over and over to people over and over and over and not tending and giving to yourself and making sure your cup is full. Because at some point, if nobody's pouring into you and you give and you ain't got nothing, it's just empty. And where are you in your mind and your health and your emotions? Where are you? Which now brings me to the second thing. And if you find that you are giving and giving and giving to people that all they do is take, and they are not about you, they don't care about you, they just show up when they need something, or they fake it in order to take it, I am going to tell you that you have some decisions to make. Because here's the thing, everybody is out and needing to get what they need. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just heard me say that on number one. You've got to get what you need and fill your cup up. But if you've got negative people, you've got toxic people, you've got people that are sitting there using and abusing you through even the things that they say, things that they do to you. They're not there for you. They don't care about you. They're not tending you. They're not even asking you, where is your cup at? Do you feel okay? Or they're just doing things and not even thinking about what that means to you. Or they're just downright doing things that make you feel that my friend could call me and tell me I don't feel worthy, so I must not be worthy anymore. Then I'm going to tell you that that is more about them not being worthy anymore to be in your life, or they need to go to a whole other level. We have gotten to a place, and this is number 3, where we now are getting to a place of allowing toxic people to stay in our life. Number 2, when they need to be removed. And number 3, and then we are staying in that, watching our whole health, our mind, our emotions and how we feel about ourselves be torn down. We're making sure their house is okay, but our house, your house is empty. And I'm going to add a caveat, because I am a woman about righteousness and about how we are supposed to be, because we are called to be a certain way in life as just human beings. We can't just be on this earth, and people do it all the time, but it ain't right. To just not care how they spit, and I'm going to say it, and crap on everybody in the world. I'm sorry. That is not okay. And even though you do it and you think it's okay, I guarantee you will find yourself by yourself, because people are going to get tired of it, and they're going to realize that that's all you do, and they're going to be about something bigger. This is where we've got to get peace and be okay with moving people out of our inner circle to our outer circle. We struggle. We care more about what they think and how they're going to feel and what that's going to say to them, as we're breaking down and having nights where we can't sleep, we barely can breathe, we can't eat, we're crying all the time, and we're stressed all the time. And to me, your life is as worthy, and not only that, your wife is the number one thing in your life. It's you. And it doesn't mean that you go around not caring about others. We are to serve others, but that goes back to number 1. If you don't do this, I'm telling you, you will find yourself always in a place of feeling like you're dying, suffocating, without air. We've got to get to a place where we choose to build a life and live a life, however many years we've got left, that's about you and for you. And the best way is first tending to yourself. That means everything. If you know you're not healthy, let's get to a doctor and let's start getting treatment. If you know that you need to build a muscle or lose weight because your body is getting frail and you're having health issues, then let's get after it. If you know that you're dealing with things in the past that just have you hostages from abuse or being beaten or things that were done to you that shouldn't have been done to you, or things that were said, or the mom or dad you didn't have, or the relationship that knocked you to your knees, then we need to get after it and start to make restitution with that, to make a revelation with that, and heal from that so that we can be released and unleashed from it. Because you can't move if you're leashed to all these things. It will exhaust you. It will tear you down, and it will take you out. And we have got to get to a place that when it comes to our life, we make hardcore decisions and we take hardcore actions, whether people like it or not. It's your life. You can't get back. Somebody in an event that I held today, she says, you can't get back the 5 minutes you just lived. You can't get back minutes in your life. Every minute is precious. It's gotta be about you. It's your life. And anybody who doesn't like it, who thinks you're selfish or thinks you're just full of yourself, then you say, great. I'm sorry, but guess what? The last time I checked on my birth certificate of who owned this life, it was me. I better be. And you've got yours. This is it. And we got to tend to our head and our heart. We got to tend to ourself and the people around us, or the way that we do things, or the people we keep in our life, or not putting your life as a priority, or feeling guilty because you're tending to yourself, or you're putting it down and not tending to yourself just to serve everybody else. You're going to end up empty. And then where are you? And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna say it again because somebody always tries to take a spin off probably on what I say. We were made to be an offering to people. We were made to tend to other people. We were made to serve other people. That is a part of what we're supposed to do. We can't just go out there again. People do it and not care about what you're doing and being and how you're affecting other people. But if you care about that, then the place to start is you. So that when you're taking care of you and tending to you, you're happier, you're feeling better, you've got more energy, you're positive and not negative. You are optimistic and not pessimistic. You can do more, you can serve more people. See, this is where it's all a ripple effect. But when we are not, then we're empty. And when we're empty and we're not getting blood and air, we die. Now, who can we go serve? Nobody. Hey superheroes, it's TA, your Innerpreneur Coach. So excited you were able to join me again today for another empowering superhero video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like and share the video. And turn on that notification so that you never miss another episode. And I look forward to seeing you again as we suit up to unleash the superhero within for victory.